Hello everyone, it's Den here, and in this video I will talk about my life here in Japan. I've been here for a bit over a month now, and in this video I'll tell you what I've been up to, what I'm still planning to do, and just my daily life in general, and then I'll tell you about my thoughts about life in Japan. But before we get into that, I would like to thank my Patreon supporters. If you guys would like to support my channel and future videos, then feel free to become a Patreon supporter. If you become a Tier 1 supporter, you will get shoutouts in every video where there's an end card. You will also get my posts with various updates. And if you become a Tier 2 supporter, then you will get early access to videos and all of the above. You'll get your name shouted out in bold, and you'll get all of my Patreon posts, of course. So yeah, thank you to the current supporters and to anyone who decides to become one. Let's get to the video. So, what have I been up to during my stay here? Well, when I just got out of my hotel after isolation, because I had to isolate for 2 weeks because those are the rules. But once that was done, I was able to actually go to Tokyo and meet my friend. I'm staying in Yokohama, by the way, currently living in my dorm. And yeah, I met my friend. We spent the whole day together. It was a lot of fun. We spoke Japanese the whole time. It was another one of those moments where I just felt so satisfied with the progress I've made, because I was able to discuss some kind of difficult topics, I would say, at some points, and it was fine. I did use dictionary a little bit when there were like some difficult words I didn't know how to translate, but other than that, just use Japanese. So after that, I went to a tape shop at some point, because I'm kind of into tapes, been getting into it this year, and I got this tape right here, which is actually my first tape from a Japanese musician. I definitely like this album. It's very good. Then I moved into my dorm and got to know some of the people I'm living with, and we actually went to an izakaya. I've never been to an izakaya before, and that was a lot of fun. It was like probably 8 of us, maybe. Some native Japanese speakers, a few foreigners as well, because my dorm is kind of mixed. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed that experience. After that, I went to Tokyo at some point. I think that was last week. I went to a synthesizer shop. That was crazy. I'm gonna show you some photos. This place was insane. This is the best place for like synth enthusiasts that I can think of at all. But yeah, I've been having a blast here so far. It's only been a month, as I said, and I'm absolutely loving it. So, what have I been up to during my stay here? Well, so far there isn't that much to say because it's only been a month. But yeah, I've been meeting people, trying to make some friends. I just went to the Gundam Factory, but because it's still not open, I wasn't able to go. I couldn't even take a good photo. The footage you saw was everything I could take. So yeah, I'll go later once they actually open it, which is actually in just a couple days. And yeah, I've been just doing my studies, which is right now only online, but that gives me more time to just explore on my own, just see Tokyo and Yokohama, and yeah, it's pretty good. But in the second semester, I'll actually have my classes in Tokyo at Keio University, so yeah, I'll be taking those and I'll be commuting there by train. Speaking of which, it's kind of funny because I'm so tall, so I always have to like bend down so far when I go on the train. You can see how much shorter the door frame is than I am. So it's kind of funny every time I walk in and out of the train. By the way, I completely forgot to mention that the place that I was just at was called, as I said, Gundam Factory, and they actually have a full-scale, moving, functioning Gundam there. I don't think it actually like stands on the ground. I think it's kind of lifted off the ground, but still, it's so cool. I heard about it from my friend Julian, who has a channel about Japanese culture and like just Japan in general called Kantan Japan. You should check him out. But anyways, what I was going to talk about is what am I even planning to do in Japan besides just study. So my plans are to travel a lot. I definitely want to visit a few other cities. So far, I've only been to Tokyo and Yokohama. Yokohama I'm living in, and Tokyo, of course, it's right next door, so I had to visit it. But yeah, I would like to visit some other cities when I have the time. I'd like to visit some competitions, speakeasing competitions, once those start up. I am actually going to one in a couple weeks, so that's going to be good. I would also like to visit the Japanese countryside. I think that Japanese nature is really pretty, so I definitely want to explore that a bit. And yeah, just kind of travel around, make some friends along the way, and I think that would be great. So right now I'm going to a music shop to just look at some synthesizers because I like to do that. I think it's pretty fun to look at synth gear. But anyways, a few people have asked me about whether or not I would actually like to live in Japan. And I've been thinking about it a bit since coming here, and I don't think I would want to live here permanently. This is a place that definitely has like a soft spot in my heart, and I would definitely want to come back to Japan a lot, but I don't think I would want to live here permanently. There are several things I like and dislike. I like Japanese people in general. I like their culture. I think it's very nice and very different to what I'm used to, of course. And I really like Japanese nature, as I mentioned earlier. That's why I want to go to the countryside. But there are also some things I don't really like. There is still quite a lot of discrimination in Japan. The work culture is definitely something I disagree with. So there are a few negative sides as well. But in any case, I don't think I would want to live in Japan. But I still think that it is a great place, and I will definitely return many, many times in the future if I can. Alright guys, that's about everything for this video. I've been having a lot of fun in Japan, and I'm looking forward to the rest of my stay here. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.